making no apologies. That's it, umhlaba mawuhlulwe, so that our people can have access to the land.
Life is difficult, but you must soldier on. Don't give up. If you are a coward, you don't belong here.
To you? You want to tell us what happened to you? Are you South African?
Yeah, I'm South African.
You were born in
But
South Africa?
I don't know talking for English. I want to talk in Changana because I'm
Okay,
suffering.
speak.
I didn't go in the school, but me, I like my son, my baby. You go in the school. Me, no husband, no mama, no father. Me, I'm family and my baby for me. Now you telling me, say move here, mama. I selling where? I give you where money for going to school. That baby. She's starting scraping for grade 12. She didn't scraping nice because she's worried. Mama no working. If I'm working, no short or something. Because everything I know I can do something, can do something. You can pay how much in the school there and the less. I paying there. You want to money? Me, I find that the way money. Because no money, even rent, I renting. Eh? Why government they do like this? Me, I'm South African. I'm coming from Guyana, Malamle.
No, for online, I come with my IT online.
But it's not nice like this. If you want to check for foreigner, you must checking, going, line, checking nice. You take your tellers and give you notice. You must go. Why all? Now I'm hungry. I find that only 20 rand they coming here. You can go here. Say no money, another one. You can go there.
Thank you very much.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Civil Politics. So today I am going to be tackling a controversial topic, something that made everyone go crazy over the weekend. So we saw that there was a protest in the city of Johannesburg where people were fighting for informal traders to be removed, saying that they are cleaning the city of Johannesburg. And then there were protesters from different parties. I saw from Action SA, I saw from the PA, and then there was the EFF, which made everyone go crazy. And people started saying that the EFF was defending. I think I need to wear my glasses for this. So everyone said that the EFF was defending the illegal foreigners. The EFF wanted those foreigners to be there, to be selling there. Like, what's happening? What is the EFF doing there? So everyone came strong for the EFF, right? Which I think people kind of missed the point. What was the EFF doing there? What does the EFF stand for? You know, and it was just a mess. And then there were guys from Nigeria that were wearing shirts for the EFF, and it made it worse. Yeah, these are the EFF people, whatever. Anyway, first of all, I don't know why those guys, this is a disclaimer, this is coming from me just before I start on this episode. First of all, I don't know why those guys were wearing an EFF shirt. I am going to play a clip for you guys from one of the Nigerian guys. By the way, what he's saying is the truth. I know you don't like that, but I am going to play a clip. I don't know why they were wearing the EFF shirts, but it's so unfair that you go crazy over someone wearing a shirt of the EFF. You have not verified if they are a member of the EFF or not. You are going crazy because they are wearing a shirt of the EFF. And anyone can wake up one day, wear a shirt of the ANC. You cannot blame the EFF for people that are wearing EFF shirts. You can't. You cannot. So I thought that was a bit crazy. Now, let's get right into this whole thing. We've had these discussions on my live, but I thought today, let me just come here and just share from my perspective what I see. So the biggest issue here is I understand that people want to have a clean city. They don't want to have people selling all over, and I do understand where they are coming from. Sometimes if you are walking, especially on the small roads, it's difficult to walk because people are selling on the side of the road, and you are forced to walk, you know, in the road where the cars are, because you can't walk on the pedestrian walking. I get that. And to be fair, in the Western Cape as well, we saw what the DA did when they were like informal. There were people even staying there next to the Good Hope Center there, and all those people were removed. I know that in the CBD rank before, people used to sell like all over, but then they did the system where there's like everyone like has a container, whether you are selling fruit, whether you are sewing, whether you are cooking, whether you are doing hair, everyone has their allocated container, which makes it a little bit better. That is at the rank. Fine. So I get where the people of Johannesburg are coming from, but I think what they are missing is you can't sleep and wake up. I think this is also where the EFF comes from. You can't sleep and wake up and say to people, go, you're not allowed to be here. There's processes on how people are removed. Understand how are they removed? What's the process of applying for permits? These are things that needs to be communicated with them. Because the city has let the people stay there for so long and be there without permits illegally, it does not mean that the people are wrong. The city, that was their job from the word go, to make sure that there's no people selling there without the permits, making sure that they provide them permits. They let the people apply for the permits. This is where the EFF comes in. The EFF is standing for the constitution. They're standing for the rule of law. Ukuthi, you don't sleep and then wake up one day and say, oh my God, everybody must go. It doesn't work like that. South Africa is governed by laws, right? And then also, they're saying everyone who's selling there is an illegal foreigner, and that is not true. That is not true. There are South Africans who are selling there, who have been selling. I saw their videos. Actually, I hope I'll be able to attach one of their videos of South African women who are selling the same manner. We're being removed, and this is our source of income. So the city, what they're doing for their failures, they want to inconvenience and they want to inconvenience the people that are selling there, the hawkers there. It is not their fault. You need to have a system in place. That is where the EFF comes in. The EFF has never said, Uguti, a person who has applied for a permit and then they did not get a permit, they must go sell there by force. The EFF has never said that. And that is the narrative that you guys are pushing. The EFF wants the illegal foreigners to sell there. That's not it. But now I wanna, before I get to the breakdown of the EFF, I am going to attach a video as well from one of the EFF leaders from Sub-Region F in Johannesburg, Aviwe. He also gave a detailed summary of what was happening. I firstly want to read the ruling from the court, because there is even a ruling from the court, by the way. There's a ruling from the court. This is not how you can evict the people. You're ruling from the court, you need to follow the laws. You need to follow a certain system. You can't sleep. And then someone said to me, they were speaker notifying them. That's not how you notify people. That's not what you do. Speaker. And then then you say, oh, but we warned you. Speaker. That's not how you do it. All right? Okay, fine. Now let's get right into it, okay? So it says here, before we get right into it, actually, I think let me attach the clip of this Nigerian guy. I know it's going to make you angry and emotional. Let me attach this clip of this guy, and then I am going to read this from the High Court of Johannesburg. Okay.
It's gone beyond the relationship about informal traders. It is an anti-foreigners campaign which has been carried out by major political parties like ANC, Operation Dudula March to March, Action SA, and ETCs. So, by saying this, the structures of the government, we are not there. We are traders, we are not politicians. We do not make any of these laws. We did not issue the smart card and permits by ourselves. Rather, the city issued them to us. Now, what we understand is that whenever there is change of mayor in the city of Johannesburg, a new mayor came with his MMCs like economic development and councillors. And now, when they come, we are not sure if they do study the bylaws of the city, whereby there are informal traders in this.
So that is the clip of the Nigerian guy. What he's saying, by the way, is true. I know you don't want to hear it, but it's fine. Now let's get right into it. So it says here, the High Court of Johannesburg has ruled that the City of Johannesburg must immediately begin verification, registration, and re-registration and allocation process for informal traders who were removed from parts of the city center. The Socio-Economic Rights Institute took the city to court on behalf of the informal traders last week over the forced removals. You can't force people and remove them like that. That is not the law of South Africa. And the problem with you guys, you want to keep on blaming the EFF. That is the law of South Africa. It's not what the EFF wants. It's the law. It's the law. So it says here, the city said they were operating illegally and in areas not designated for trading. Delivering judgment, Judge Brett Wanless said the process must start Tuesday. The first respondent, the City of Johannesburg, is to conduct an expedited verification, registration, re-registration, and allocation process as contemplated by the informal trading bylaws dated 4th March 2012. Local authority notices 328 read with the provisions of the Local Business Act 71 of 1991 as amended together with the regulations thereto. The process shall commence on the 14th of November 2025 and shall be completed by no later than the 18th of November 2025. SERI, which represents informal traders, has argued that the removal are in violation of the hawkers' right to trade. The city insists it is implementing bylaws and that this is part of efforts to reclaim the city and regulate trading. Johannesburg Mayor Dada Morello says the verification process of street traders is crucial. Morello says the city has proposed and made a commitment to go through a verification process because it is crucial to confirm that indeed whoever is claiming to have been trading needs to be confirmed whether they are eligible and is a South African citizen, which is fine. Okay, fine. So that is the part of the court. Okay, of course the Action SA is riding on the cloud. They are saying that we are willing to be a body shield in defense of our sovereignty. If it means protecting the streets of Johannesburg ourselves, so be it. Action SA members are back at the Johannesburg High Court in solidarity with the City of Johannesburg against the SER. Well, they can go back to the court and walk there. They are marching. It's fine because those are the people that make the ruling, not the EFF. Not the EFF. So, okay. Now, I want to get right into the breakdown because someone gave me a breakdown of just the EFF's view and perspective. And I'm also going to play the recording from the EFF Aviu, the chairperson, Aviu Danis. So it says here, just the breakdown. So it says, first of all, number one, the EFF is not on the side of the foreigners, right? The EFF is representing those hawkers whom the city unfairly delayed in giving permits for them to trade legally in designated areas. These include South Africans and exclude illegal foreigners by implication. How? So first of all, the EFF is not representing illegal foreigners. The EFF is representing South Africans because also illegal foreigners will not be able to get the permit anyway. So I don't understand why people are saying the EFF is representing illegal foreigners. Maybe they are saying that because of that guy from Nigeria who was wearing an EFF shirt, but it's fine. So it says, since no illegal immigration may be granted a permit by omission, illegals are automatically excluded from the action. The EFF is exactly. So the permit says itself that only South Africans are allowed to get the permit. So technically no foreigner can apply. Exactly. Now they are not represented in the stance taken by the EFF. Yeah, I mean, that's called basic knowledge. Oh, Herman, they're jumping up and down, and I just can't understand. I can't understand how Herman does not understand this. And I can't understand how Herman want to say the EFF is for illegal foreigners, for taking the stance of saying follow the law. Follow the law. That's the only thing the EFF did. They're taking the stance of follow the law. You can't sleep and wake up and just say, oh, this is what I want to do. It doesn't work like that. Number 2, the court has ruled the blanket removal of hawkers is unlawful because of the unfairness that the city has created. It is the city itself that should be granted permits, granting permits, but has not done so since 2013. So the city cannot punish people for not having permits that the city has failed to issue to qualifying applicants. So this is a problem of the city. It's not a problem created by the people. But now the city is trying to hide behind the people when the city has not been doing their job. This is why the court has ruled against them, by the way, because they have not been doing their job. Now they want to blame the people and then blame the EFF for supporting the people. This is your fault. This is your failure. Then they want to do a smear campaign. The EFF is supporting illegal foreigners when the illegal foreigners don't even qualify. You see? So the city cannot punish people for not having the permits that city has failed to issue to qualifying applicants. Basically, when you think logically, again, basic knowledge, the court argues that the city failed to enforce its own bylaws that are meant to control who, where, and how they can trade in the city. So the city is the problem, which is what I've said. 3, the EFF understands that many of our people rely on informal trading, hence there is allowance for them to do so legally through permits that the city must issue to qualifying traders. Again, illegal foreigners do not qualify for these permits, so they would not be able to trade in the city and would be subjected to removal when its city enforces the bylaws. By implications, therefore, the city is not representing unqualified illegal traders. It is foolish to even think it does. So, so people are just creating narratives that don't even exist. That's the problem. They're just creating narratives that don't even exist. So
tell us why is the EFF here today in this particular court case?
Thank you very much, and greetings to the listeners. My name is Avi, I'm the chairperson of the EFF in Region F. The EFF started this program from last year, where we're ensuring that we are enforcing bylaws within the city to ensure that people are trading where they are demarcated to trade. But what we've seen is that recently that ANC has hijacked this program as part of their electioning program to try and victimize and harass the street traders, even when they are in the right demarcated area. You will remember that one of the things we're fighting for is that one of the things we're talking about was that the city, since 2013, has not issued permits to any of the traders. So what JPC was doing, they would send to these traders monthly statements asking them to pay, but there were never any instance where they've issued trading permits to them. Then they just woke up one morning at 4 o'clock and just say everyone out without any notice, without engaging in a human way to say, no, let's have engagement and let's try and have a solution to the problem at hand. So we just felt that we came in here to listen, to observe the proceedings of the case, but also it must be noted that the narrative that these are illegal foreigners only is wrong. Their mothers here were South Africans who've been selling in the streets. It's not only the villas, in Plain Street, in everywhere. Their mothers here who've been selling since 20 years, who have children who are in university now who are working through the work they're doing in the streets. So we felt it's unfair, the process of just waking up and just taking those people and then saying they must go. It's unfair. We are humans. Let's have a proper way. Let's have people in a demarcated way. You remember also that the Dr. Mkhitarwa has been enforcing that trade has been a right place to trade. But not just wake up in the morning, just set everyone out with no proper procedure or proper communication. Right now, since the 2nd of October when this thing has started, how many permits have they issued? It means that they are not treating this thing with agents. So I just here to say that let's not use people's lives to election. Let's not use people's livelihood to election. But also let's erase the narrative that these people are illegal foreigners. If they're illegal foreigners, they are all here. Why can't ANC call Home Affairs and police to come and arrest them? It's because they know that the narrative they're giving to the people is not correct. Rather, they're using this time and the lives of the people to come and election unnecessary.
Do you think they're doing this for G20?
They're doing for G20, not for G20, for 2026 elections. Also, Tata is doing that because it's going to conference as well this year in December. So it's part of election, and hence we don't see the other camp of Loiso Masuku here. They are using their camp to show that the mayor has been working. All their term has been characterized by non-service delivery. We haven't been having water in the city for the past. We only have water once a month, and we told you there's maintenance in rainwater and all those things. Picking up is not picking up rubbish, but they're saying they're cleaning the city. So now they are trying to redeem themselves as they're going to conference and also for 2026. Of course, G20 is part of their program as well to ensure that they're giving the world a view of what.
Hopefully this video helps you understand this whole thing and forget the meltdown that has been happening on social media, because everybody has been having a meltdown. And when you think of it and try to understand, why are they having a meltdown? Do you know that they don't even know? They are misled. They are thinking, oh, the EFF is defending illegal foreigners. When you ask them, how is the EFF defending the illegal foreigners, then they can't tell you. Do you know why they can't tell you? Because it's not true. They don't even know. They are saying people must go. They don't even know why the courts have ruled against the city. They don't know. They don't know. All they know is that we want the illegal foreigners gone. That's the problem with our people. That's the problem with our people. So I hope that this video has given you a different perspective. Let's meet in the comment section. Tell me what you think. I think this is going to be quite a long video. I didn't want it to be long. I don't have a chance to go and read the comments, but let's meet in the comment section and just share and our perspectives. And if you have questions, ask me. If I have to make another video, I will. So let me know what you think, because Sana is South Africa. Oh, Sana, anytime, any day, they will want to blame the EFF. Anytime, any day. For anything and everything. Even something that is not true. They just want to blame the EFF. Anyway, let me know what you think, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Aluta continua. Until the next time, please subscribe. Thank you very much.